Okay, we're back for another week. I don't know what to report. Medication stuff still hasn't changed. It's only changing when I see a doctor. Even then, it seems like we're changing it like every other visit, maybe. Um, though I did today switch to a capsule version of flaxseed oil instead of taking the actual liquid, which should be really helpful when I'm traveling. Because it's kind of hard to deal with having like a refrigerated bottle of flaxseed oil when you're moving around a bunch. Uh, so that's cool. Mood has been, I don't know, I feel like I was kind of pissed off a bunch this last week. Not on any particular thing, just maybe the system or the man or, just kind of frustrated with the world. There's like this balance of like, there's the one side of me that's like very playful and like just says like, fuck it, none of this matters. Whatever's gonna happen is supposed to happen. You know, that is kind of true. Whatever happens or whatever's supposed to happen is gonna happen. Not that like there's no such thing as uh, free will or anything, but you know, from a physics point of view, you know, the world just is. That things happen, and there might be some mystical, magical power overruling it, but generally, I like to think that the universe is a good, friendly place, not an evil place. So if the universe is a friendly place, then, in the end, everything will be all right. So why stress over things? On the flip side, that also might not motivate you to do anything in the world. If you think, well, everything will just be all right. That's not like very inspiring, maybe. Um, so yeah, things have been mixed. Like I guess because I was getting a little excited that the website was going well, the peer unschooling website, and that kind of has simmered down a little bit. And this week, like I spent a bunch of time dealing with fucking setting up servers to move a bunch of websites, which just feels like lost time. I spent like 6 hours this week doing that, and it just feels like just lost time. And I paid someone to help me. It's like 6 hours of my time plus paying someone to help. Like that sucks. And I just don't know exactly what I'm doing next. Um, which is fine. That leaves me flexible to change directions and stuff. But if we're trying to change the world or something, I'm a little bit sort of lost as to what to do next. And it sounds weird. I saw Adam Sandler in concert this past weekend. Sat front row at a Mohegan Sun, which was cool. And he plays this song at the end that's just like got me stuck. He plays a song about his friend Chris Farley that died. Yeah, it just made me think about a good friend of mine that died. We're almost to like the 1 year anniversary of my friend dying. And just like when he was playing the song, it just like made me think so much of this guy that he's like my best friend growing up. And he was a really funny guy. And he was kind of our Chris Farley maybe in a way. And remember, we used to kind of joke about that. I mean, we didn't expect him to die at 29 though. And so it's got me thinking a little bit about him and, so that comes in. And then, like, there's also something about, like, Adam Sandler. He's got, like, his crew of friends that he makes all his movies. He gets, like, judged because, like, he just puts all his buddies in his movies all the time. Like, that's a pretty sweet life, Like, he must have built these friendships or community through, Saturday Night Live, and he continues to remain that. And I think, like, moving around a lot, I've kind of, I have friends all over the place, but not, like, a tight community. So there's a little bit of a loneliness to, I don't know, being an entrepreneur or traveling, something like that. Um, so it's got me sort of thinking a little bit about how can I either like get over it. Maybe that was like college, like there were certain relationships and friendships there that had that. But I don't know, just kind of thinking about my buddy Mikey a lot and trying to maybe thinking about being lonely. I'm just realizing like I feel like I don't come in here in a good mood when I make these videos. Because I feel like I'm smiling now, but I don't know if I've come in here The idea of this is like track my mood as I go off medications. My big fear was, am I going to go fucking crazy? Am I going to go nuts? That was like the big fear. I guess like the other flip side of it like, is, will this make me depressed? Am I going to turn out down? I don't know. Like I've been thinking about how like maybe like feeling balanced and like calm and even. Like I wonder if that's like suppressing emotions in some way. Like what I think of as being like zen or even balance, taking things in stride. And I wonder if in a way that's like suppressing things. Or maybe I'm just like making shit up to look for flaws. I don't know. But overall, I guess things are alright. Not going crazy. Not super depressed. Another week. Alright. Peace.